Okay guys, so it's just been confirmed that a series of unfortunate events season 2 will be coming out sometime next year. So this is going to be awesome guys, this is amazing news. I'm going to read out what it says on the website, and then also I'm going to read you the blurbs of all 4 books that will be included in season 2, because we know they will be doing 8 episodes like season 1, and every 2 episodes is one whole book, so that's why I'm going to be giving you some more backstory into it by reading out the blurbs. So I'm not going to go into too much detail, but yeah, so let's read the website first. So, dear viewer, it has come to my attention that despite my repeated warnings, you have viewed the Netflix adaptation of my distressing work, known collectively as A Series of Unfortunate Events. Some of you have binge watched, a word which hereby means watch several episodes right in a row, despite having much better things to do with your time. To my horror, Netflix has been encouraged by this and funneled their ill-gotten gains towards the second season of this unhappy and unnerving series. Even as we speak, set builders, costume designers, and trauma specialists are snapping into action, the better to bring you even more upsetting episodes, all because of your repeated enthusiasm for this grim example of so-called family programming. I hope you're happy, because you won't be ever again. Full due respect, Lemony Snicket. So that's really awesome. It's a nice little teaser note for us that season 2 will be back. Yeah, so let's get into the blurb. So the first book that will be in season 2 will be called The Austere Academy. We saw that at the end of season 1 when Lemony Snicket and all the kids are at the school. So this is going to be really awesome. So I'm going to read out the blurb for this. Dear reader, if you're looking for a story about cheerful youngsters spending a jolly time at boarding school, look elsewhere. Violet, Klaus and Sunny Baudelaire are intelligent and resourceful children, and you might expect that they would do very well at school. Don't. For the Baudelaires, school turns out to be another miserable episode in their unlucky lives. Truth be told, within the chapters that make up this dreadful story, the children will face snapping crabs, strict punishments, dripping fungus, comprehensive exams, violin recitals, SORE, and the metric system. It is my solemn duty to stay up all night researching and writing the history of these hapless youngsters, but you may be more comfortable getting a good night's sleep. In that case, you should probably choose some other book. With all due respect, Lemony Snicket. So that is the Austere Academy. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. That's the blurb for that, so that's going to be the episode, obviously 9 and 10, which will be obviously episode 1 and 2 of season 2. So yeah, let's move on to the next book, and this is the End Saps Elevator. So here's how it goes. Dear reader, if you have just picked up this book, then it is not too late to put it back down. Like the previous books in a series of unfortunate events, there is nothing to be found in these pages but misery, despair, and discomfort, and you still have the time to choose something else to read. Within the chapters of the story, Violet, Klaus and Sunny Baudelaire encounter a darkened staircase, a red herring, some friends in a dire situation, 3 mysterious initials, a liar with an evil scheme, a secret passageway, and parsley soda. I have sworn to write down these tales of the Baudelaire orphans so the general public will know each terrible thing that has happened to them, but if you decide to read something else instead, you will save yourself a heap full of horror and woe. With all due respect, Lemony Snicket. So that's awesome. That is the blurb for the Ensatz Elevator, and we're going to move on to the next book, which is The Biome Village. So this is how the blurb goes. Dear reader, you have undoubtedly picked up this book by mistake, so please put it down. Nobody in their right mind would read this particular book about the lives of Violet, Klaus, and Sunny Baudelaire on purpose, because each dismal moment of their stay in the village VFD has been faithfully and dreadfully recorded in these pages. I can think of no single reason why anyone would want to open a book containing such unpleasant matters as migrating crows, an angry mob, a newspaper headline, the arrest of innocent people, the Dulux cell, and some very strange hats. It is my solemn and sacred occupation to research each detail of the Baudelaire children's lives and write them all down, but you may prefer to do some other solemn and sacred thing, such as reading another book instead. With all due respect, Lemony Snicket. So that is the blurb for the Biome Village, and this is actually one of my favourite ones so far. So this features the town of VFD, and also heavily features the Quagmire twins, who we did meet in season 1. Okay, now this is the last blurb that we're going to read out for a series of unfortunate events. So this will be the last 2 episodes of season 2 if it carries on in the same style. So this is called The Hostile Hospital, and this is the 8th book. So the blurb goes like this: Dear reader, before you throw this awful book to the ground and run as far away as possible, you should probably know why this book is the only one which describes every last detail of the Baudelaire's children's miserable stay at the Heimlich Hospital, which makes it one of the most dreadful books in the world. There are many pleasant things to read about, but this book contains none of them. Within its pages are some burdensome details, as a suspicious shopkeeper, unnecessary surgery, an intercom system, anesthesia, heart-shaped balloons, and some very startling news about a fire. Clearly you do not want to read about such things. I've sworn to research this story and to write it down as best as I can. So I should know that this book is best left on the ground where you undoubtedly found it. With all due respect, Lemony Snicket. So that was the last blurb, and that was for The Hostile Hospital. So that's a really good one as well. It's very interesting, but we will have to see how the TV show adapts it to it. So I haven't read the books properly in years, so I'm not that scratched up, so I can't really fully break it down, but I guess I'll start rereading the books before season 2, and I will have a breakdown for it before the season 2. So that is most likely going to be coming out sometime in January next year, because I believe that's when season 1 came out this year, so they will have the same scheduling. It will be released all at once, like in a Netflix fashion. So it's gonna be awesome. I can't wait for season 2. This is so much hype. I literally went crazy when this came out. I was hoping like they're gonna do, I think 3 seasons will be the max. Maybe they will add some more stories. Maybe Lemony Snicket will actually screenwrite some new stories, which would be really awesome if they potentially went past the books. But anyway guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.
It doesn't make us strong, it doesn't make us weak. Tongue tied to service like sharks.